The history of tea. Until 737 BCE, once Shen-Nong Empire sat under a tea tree and drank water. First a tea leaf fell into his pot of boiling water. He tasted it. Then tea was firstly discovered. From the mausoleum of Emperor Jing of Han Xian, the source of tea was inferred from the 2nd century BCE. Gradually, tea turned from medical tools to a kind of public drink. In Tang Dynasty, tea farm expanded across several countries, and Lu Yu created the classic of tea, which included the preparation, making, and the appreciation that affected Chinese tea culture a lot. In the 17th century, tea expanded to Europe. Europeans first tasted tea by Dutch and Portuguese sailors. Tea was referred to a kind of luxury item, offered to upper class and royalty. In 1662, since the marriage of King Charles II to Portuguese Princess Catherine of Braganza, public people in Europe started to place tea in fashionable status. In 1664, because of increasing demand, British East India Company ordered the first order of 100 IBS tea, but tax was so heavy and relatively impeded the income. In 18th centuries, in British and Netherlands, tea replaced beer. In 19th centuries, in the fight against alcoholism, tea as alternative to be introduced. Then the Opium War was facilitated. Since unbalance of trade in China, English incomed so much tea leaves. To compete equally, they started to sell opium to China, which caused the Opium War. Robert's fortune secretly came to China and successfully stole the technology of processing tea and huge amounts of tea seeds and ran out. British thus established enormous plantations in colonies such as India and Sri Lanka. In 1888, British incomed more tea leaves from India than from China, which broke Chinese tea income industry severely. Evidence. In 1886, Chinese tea was exported about 320 million to Britain, and in 1911, only 10 million was exported. Tea leaves became the major accelerator of India's economy, which caused India became the second tea leaves country. Nowadays, about 50 countries plant tea now, and China still was the country of the most production of tea among the world.